Welcome back. The visit of a national and Supreme Court judge to a district outstation in Central Province was an eye-opener for many locals. Berena locals in the Kairukuhiri district thanked Judge Penwal Mogish, who took time out last Friday on a circuit to conduct an open user forum. He was advocating the community about the law and justice system. Mabula Fanama reports.
People in jail were really happy. They knew that now we will focus on their problem.
The voice of a judge echoing inside this rundown courthouse before a packed audience is a sight to remember. For many seated here, it's the first time to see and hear from a judge.
The vision is to get the justice system down to the people, because it's the people are the authority of law and order, the authority of the courts. I'm just a custodian, all right? Judicial power belongs to the people. And we must go back to where the offense was committed and deal with it in that way.
Justice Mogish was on second rounds as judge responsible for Central Province. He presided over bench warrant cases before talking to this group of audience. It includes district administration staff, local court authorities, students, church representatives and interested public. The audience asked questions as well. Students from Mainohana Technical Secondary School were inspired and many praising the judge for this initiative.
This was our first time and we came and then we edited, and most of us were inspired by the message that the judge gave.
I really appreciate what they did today. And
my first time to see the judge and the lawyers.
It's a privilege to be part of this session that has taken place today for a school that is right out of the city, 3 hours drive into the city. We hardly have access to such information.
Justice Mogish was pleased with the outcome.
Just people of various standing in the community that are here, and I'm really impressed. I'm really happy with the outcome. It's giving us the opportunity to come down to this level and talk to them in a way that they feel comfortable, in a language that they feel that they can communicate. So I'm really, really happy.
After conducting similar forums at Moroguina, Kwikila and Berena, he's looking to set foot at Tapini in Goilala later this year. Maivo Lafanama, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
Opposition leader Don Pollier has described the shooting of UPNG students on Wednesday by police as shocking and unjustified. He said this following his visit this morning to the Port Moresby General Hospital. He told NBC National News this afternoon that the students were shot through the vital organs and condemned the actions by police. Sheila Malkin reports.
Mr. Pollier said he was shocked to see the 2 students out of the 4 who were shot and admitted.
One was shot through the head and the other was shot through his abdomen. And both of these students are in very critical conditions. I went in there because I wanted to believe it and prove it for myself that the police in Papua New Guinea have turned rogue or very irresponsible in firing at unarmed students and citizens at the University of Papua New Guinea.
He said both students are now recovering and commended the doctors, nurses and those who have taken care of the students at this regrettable time.
Call on the parents and the relatives and guardians of the students throughout Papua New Guinea, and parents in general to pray for these children because they've been shot unjustifiably, they've been shot without any good reason, they've been shot by those that are supposed to be protecting them.
However, Mr. Pollier said the police have deviated from their duty. He said they themselves have created fear in the country.
But while saying that, I'd like to also mention that other policemen and women, many of them are very professional. Their mind is cultured in the 21st century police force of Papua New Guinea. Many of them are very reasonable people. I know all of them. All of them are very reasonable people, and young men and women who are serving the police force of Papua New Guinea are proud people, and we are proud of them. But those few that acted in a criminal manner, as if in a war against unarmed students, and peaceful protesters is uncalled for, cannot be supported, is unwarranted, cannot be tolerated, and I call on Papua New Guineans to condemn this kind of act, and people of Papua New Guinea must stand together against such roughness and criminal behavior of police.
Sheila Malkin, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
Meanwhile, students who were hospitalized after the confrontation with police have been discharged over the weekend. Only 2 students are recovering in hospital. Esther Bralinwani with this report.
The confrontation between the students at the University of Papua New Guinea and the police last week Wednesday left 19 students injured. They were admitted at the Port Moresby General Hospital and were receiving treatment and recovering from injuries since last week. The total number of students wounded and injured has increased in the actual shootout, and some were injured when trying to take cover. A student leader was in front of the shootout and visited the students at the Port Moresby General Hospital gives the report over the weekend.
Student Stephen is in very critical situation. The bullet is still in his head, and this afternoon at 4 he will be going into operation to remove the bullet, and we call upon general public to help university students in terms of prayer.
Jim said in a telephone interview that the bullet was successfully removed from the student's head and he is recovering. Meanwhile, Dr. Sam Yokopoa also confirmed in a telephone interview that 24 people were injured and 4 were non-students. He confirms that 1 student was discharged on Saturday. Esther Bralinwani, NBC National News, Port Moresby.
Mabe Primary School on CRC Island of Morobe Province is embarking on improving quality education for its rural students. The school recently opened its library and a computer laboratory with a new double classroom together with the launch of the EQTV program. School head teacher Solomon Nalong thanked the Tewai CSC District Development Authority for funding the projects at a cost of 100,000 kina. He's appealing for support from relevant agencies willing to complement the library and the computer lab with books and information technology equipment. Charles Kekang reports from Lae.
From isolation, Mabi Primary School administration is aiming to help the students of the rural island of CRC in Morobe Province to be educated fairly like the urban and sub-urban schools. The launch of the EQTB program and opening of library and computer lab would help the students to acquire an up-to-date standard of information and would also help them competitive with urban students when continuing to secondary schools and tertiary institutions.
Beginning coming grade 3s, you want to grade 8, no line computer. And beginning comes grade 3 and we start no line. We're making all assessment blow, all assignments blow, or use small and kata, all our plus, always we can help you more. And then seems education.
The head teacher to the school, Solomon Nalong, thanked the member for Tewai CSC for funding the projects, which enables the school to increase its intake and deliver quality education.
Diplomas belum dulu, honorable Mauzemi member for Tewai CSC. I said I'm in Luxavel on the plan, and we give him total of 100,000 kina last year. Half of that money, 50,000, we built a new classroom.
Mr. Nalong also invited donors or agencies to assist in complementing the school library and computer lab with books, computer programs and other accessories.
Inside the library, all dated books and all stuff. But we don't know nothing was our cell phone library books. That's why we ask him assistance or some other stuff. We can assist him with that.
Charles Kekang, NBC National News, Lae.
Stay with us on NBC National News.